Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 16 Draft Champions game as well as Draft. And if you guys see the title of this video, you already know what's about to go down. This round was only the beginning of what's to come. This is the 87 overall draft, and this was a big reason why round 2, 295 overalls. Which one do we take? Considering two wide receivers help your overall in Draft Champions, and plus Doug Baldwin is probably the better overall player with that great speed, route running, run blocking. We figure let's get Doug. Even though he's not the tallest guy, good to add to your squad. You see round 3. Two pretty decent elites show up right here. We're going to take Calvin Pryor. We don't really want the offensive lineman. We want to fill out the other positions first. And in round 4, we catch a big break right here. Matt Ryan, campus hero. Quarterback is the most important position to help your overall, and we got a great one in 94, Matt Ryan. And in round 5, we could get an 89 overall center, but we want to fill out the position players, the skill positions. And Jamal Charles at the running back position, 87 overall, a good one to get. Even though a better running back might show up, I think it's important to get those kind of positions like wide receiver, quarterback, and all that filled out. And right now we're on a hot streak, and it continues in round 6. We're not getting those low like 79 overall rounds. Even though we don't take an elite right here, I'd rather get the left tackle. It's still pretty good. And in round 7, it only gets better. Flashback Rodgers, flashback roll, campus hero Monty Ball. Considering we already have a running back, we take that 93 Antrell roll. And in round 8, look who's on the right, 99 MVP Von Miller. Welcome to the squad. And the next round is continuing to pop off. Even though we already have the running back, it's okay because 98 Roy Williams is in the building. We're already an 83 overall, and we're about to be an 84 overall after drafting Zach Martin. We already have a middle linebacker, so we pass on Dansby. Already have a running back, so we end up taking our first offensive lineman of the draft. We're already an 84 overall, and it's only round 11. We have more rounds to go, and we get yet another elite, this time Michael Bennett. First defensive lineman drafted so far, and we continue stacking up on the elites. Another offensive lineman to add to the squad, this time Max Unger. I'm thinking about that Mike Daniels. I'm like, you know what? Let's just take the elite right here. Probably the best decision to get ourselves a nice center. Maybe we could get a right end in the legend round as round 13 shows up. Once again, even when they're not elites, they're good goal players. And 84 Captain Munderland's good to add to our squad since we already had Von Miller at the left outside linebacker spot. And look at round 14, it continues to go off. We have an 86 overall draft as we take James Jones, needing a good legend round, and we get it. Oh baby, Bruce Smith and Lawrence Taylor in the legend round, 98 LT. One hell of a pass rush we're developing right here. Von Miller, Lawrence Taylor. Watch out opposing quarterbacks and anybody playing this team, because it is indeed, as you guys see, an 87 overall draft. Matt Ryan, Doug Baldwin, Jamal Charles, and then the defense is where we really did our thing. Roy Williams, Lawrence Taylor, Antrell Roll, and that MVP Von Miller, 99 overall. This is the first 87 overall draft I've had all year long as we hop into a game right here. I've been trying for the longest time. I've been trying on so many different accounts. If you may have noticed, this is not my main account I drafted this team on. This is my backup account. I usually do drafts when I'm bored on my backup account. I quit out of games, redraft and all of that sometimes, and this time we finally cashed in. As you guys see my opponent throwing downfield, he's got Terrell Pryor at the quarterback position, and it would be a slap in the face if we don't win with this squad. So we gotta come out and we gotta do our thing. And right now, this guy's doing his thing, just throwing it up. That's Tony Gonzalez with the catch. Bobby Rainey out the backfield, spinning to the 2-yard line. Next play, we run commit, but he's passing, and he is the first one to score in this game. I don't think that was the expected start of the game, but football is a 4-quarter game. We're ready to ball. We know our squad is built to play 4 quarters. And I said the defense is, where we really went off. But the offense is looking good as well. Jamal Charles back joking. And look at Doug Baldwin and James Jones blocking on that outside. We have 2 good receiving threats. Really, the only position that we didn't fill out that I would have liked to fill out is the tight end spot. But we have Niles Paul and Jason Morrow, 2 pretty decent players. And look at Amaro back joking. And Amaro's is in the end zone. Out of all the weapons we have, maybe the most unexpected hero answering the bell. Jason Morrow breaking a tackle. You see, my opponent has Jerry Rice and Tony Gonzalez as receiving threats, so we definitely got to watch out. You see Von Miller getting in with that sack. Like I said before, that guy didn't turn around or else he probably had a touchdown. You got to watch out with our double trouble pass rush. And he's just throwing it up in triple coverage. That's no good. 4th down super long. Got to punt the ball right here. That's exactly what he does. We don't exactly have much of a returner, so we just have Captain Munderland right there. That's who they gave me. I didn't really change it too much. As Jamal Charles juking, speeding. Jamal Charles touchdown. 1 play, 1 score. Charles with the juke and the celebration afterwards. As you see Jerry Rice continuing to return these kicks. Jerry Rice might be returning a lot of kicks with the way we are playing right now. The defense is balling out. Campus hero Roy Williams joins the party, gets an interception. First quarter about to finish. Unfortunately, we end with a dud. We end up getting sacked as we run the screen pass. Jamal Charles early on getting a lot of touches, but that time he actually loses 2 yards. 3rd down and super long. Just going to take a shot downfield, looking for Baldwin, but that was double coverage, so we will just take our field goal right here and, you know, just keep on leaning our defense. Even though we gave up a touchdown in the opening drive, I like the way we're playing. We're in a nice flow right now as Jerry Rice returns the ball to the 22-yard line. And with our pass rush, I have a good feeling we can get to the quarterback even if we only rush 3 or 4. One of those guys on that outside is just going to get there. Look at Von Miller working hard, forcing Terrell Pryor to lead the pocket. He gets a gain of 6 yards, but not enough for the first down. 3rd down, Pryor rolling out to the right, and Pryor's a speedy guy out there. Former wide receiver. They got him at the quarterback spot. He's transitioned to receive. Actually, he's a current wide receiver, I should say, in the NFL. And he's showing that speed right there. You see 2nd down and 9. He runs the screen pass, goes nowhere. After the 2-minute warning, 3rd down and long coming up. He's forced the pass, man coverage, locking down everybody, and he throws it in coverage, incomplete, and he punts the ball away on 4th down. Could have went for it there, but he was deep in his own territory. But the problem is, he has to hope his defense gets his stop. And even though he forced us to a field goal last time, will he be able to stop the run game of Jamal Charles, especially when we're getting blocks picked up like this? This Doug Baldwin, guys, he's pretty damn good as a run blocking receiver. I would suggest you pick him up if you can. And speaking of running, Matt Ryan running. That's not what we expected. That's not what this team was built to do. But Matt Ryan almost got 20 yards as he sends pressure. But we find James Jones in the slot. James Jones not getting many looks right now, but he's answering whenever he can. And Cecil shorts as well. Whoever gets the ball, making a play right now, whether it's offense or defense, and the result, a 24-7 game. 24 unanswered points right now. This guy doesn't know what to do except, you know, just take the loss, I guess. I mean, sometimes when you go against a team like this, there's nothing you can do except take the loss. It's like a David versus Goliath kind of thing, as he just, you know, kind of running out halftime right here, just going to throw up one more Hail Mary, or just a little route there to Jerry Rice, see what he can do, but we were in prevent defense. And we get ball coming out of half, as if it wasn't bad enough. You see Captain Munderland juking around, trying to make his own imprint on this team, but we end up getting brought down right there. And back to the run game with Jamal Charles, because it's been working so well. Try to get too fancy right there with the back juke. And even though we don't have too many rushes, Jamal Charles, whenever he gets the ball, is making something happen. And a big reason why is because we're getting some great blocks. We didn't really draft much of an offensive lineman, but it's really our wide receivers that are throwing the good blocks. Like I mentioned before, James Jones, Doug Baldwin. Those guys are doing really good right now. You see Matt Ryan's got some pretty good stats. That time the running game goes nowhere. He was ready for it. So we're going to have to pass the ball. You see a little bit of lag right here. 2nd down, looking for Baldwin, who's got the catch. Oh, we could have stayed in bounds. That might have been a touchdown. I accidentally ran out of bounds there right before we could hit the juke. Look at Charles escaping through. A little bit of patience right there from the speedy running back. And now we go to the screen pass, continuing to involve Jamal Charles as much as possible. He's not the highest overall player, but he might be making the most impact plays on this team. Matt Ryan again leaving the pocket. This campus hero Matt Ryan has some sneaky mobility. You don't expect it from Matt Ryan, but we're able to escape whenever we have to. And then, of course, he throws dots back at the end zone. Niles Paul, 31-7. You see, he's just lobbing it up at the end of the 3rd quarter. That's going to end up being caught. Next play, though, look at this pass rush off the edge. LT, baby. And eventually 4th down and super long. He's forced. He's flustered out. Look at LT and Von Miller providing the pressure, forcing him to throw it away, and incomplete. We're skipping a few plays right here because you guys could probably tell this game is just about over. We're just trying to get some more highlight plays with the offense right now, and the survey says this 87 overall team is dominant, man. This team is dominant. I said this is the best draft champions I've had all year. The first 87 overall I've gotten. If you don't know, an 87 overall draft champion is very hard to achieve. Even an 86 overall. The 87 or the 88 overall draft is very rare. So, it felt cool to get it. It's a cool little accomplishment right before the Madden year ends. Before we move on to the next one to see 3rd down and 6, Jamal Charles. This is just too easy. Just walking into the end zone for a touchdown right there. I think even the slowest of running backs could have ran that one in with the way we were set up. As you see, end of the game. This is going to end up being the last play of the game. He just ends up running down there, and he chews up the rest of the clock right there. So, good game to my opponent. Obviously, you know, with the team we had, it would have taken a lot to beat us in the way we were playing, the way Jamal Charles was running over 100 yards, and we ended up getting the victory. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed the game. If you guys enjoyed the 87 overall draft. Look at Doug Baldwin. See, I'm not even exaggerating. 8 pancake blocks. That's just ridiculous. So, yeah, leave a like if you guys enjoyed that 87 overall draft. Subscribe for more. I'll try to get another game in with this team since it was so good, and I'll catch you guys next time for that game.